Hello, John Dilworth here. We are advancing, and 64A, 65C, 65D. Okay, so we have this kid. He's outside. Jim is outside the window, and so he's gonna pull his object through the window, and I'm just going to use some reference from an earlier panel, because that's what he's doing. And he's going to, his arms are going to come out here, and he's going to grab these arms of this creature. And I know that we can't see it fully. Well, there's his head. Well, that's the wonderful thing about drawing. The more often you do it, you're able to see it right on the paper without having to spend a lot of time trying to find it and getting the right pose. And I mean, that comes with time. You have to just put the time in. And of course, composition is the big thing. Because a good storyboard, as any master storyboard would tell you storyboarder, is the storyboard is so inspiring. It just trickles down, trickles up the stages to animation and to layouts and composition. And I'm always thinking about that. I'm always thinking about down the line, down the production line, and how will it affect others, and how will it help others. Oops! I didn't mean to do that, but I'm doing it. So, and basically, this is a tracing stage here. I'm just going to trace this here so the action is clear. All right, so I'm going off the panel a little bit. I'm going to have to adjust that in the animation, but that's okay. And here's an arrow, just to make sure we know what's going on. And here's Jim, and Jim's hair. Of course, the more often you draw these characters, they become your own, and even, they start to have different kind of personalities. Okay, so he grabs this little thing here, this creature, who we won't talk about, but we know who it is. We definitely know who it is. And these little things, I can't stand when lines intersect that don't belong there. It's just a little nuisance for me. So that's that. So that goes up there. So that's Jim. Jim is, and he's going to look stressed. Okay, and now the big thing is, whoop, little markers as guides. He's going to pull this creature right through the window, through the hand. So here's his hand, right? We're going to see this. We're seeing this mentally. And there's that. And his head's going to back here, so we're going to use hands here. And right? There's that. And there's this. And then the whole body has to heave up like this, right? Because he's being dragged. And then the funny thing is the head is all kabachabagash, because it's funnier. The head always drags. You always think about gravity and weight, and even if something doesn't make sense, but it looks funny, we have to do it. So here's this thing, and I know it's a little hard to see right now. So this is being dragged up. There's that. And these little legs, they're going to kick back because they're being dragged, yeah? These little leggies. And now we're going to see this tail come in. And this is the window. All right, I didn't tell you that part. He's outside the window. You see, here's the window and the shades, and this is all nighttime, and things are getting hairy. Oh, so maybe we want to show Jim, a little bit of Jim here. And he should be looking at his objective. And a little mouth action and hair, right? And so we'll do this because the creature is moving. Oops, there's a little lines that don't belong. I can't stand those. So we'll take that out. 528, 528. Maybe we'll just do a little more, just a little bit, just so we can see this thing go right out the window. Here's this, which is perfect. So here's this, right? But up, here's the window. Here's this thing. Here's this thing, and the feeties going like this, and like other feeties going like that. And the tail, which is, it's dragging, and right, and you could give a little bit more detail if you want to, just to help others see what's going on. That's the windowsill not being drawn exactly, and here's an arrow, right? And then the last frame for this shot would be, here we go, here's the window again, and the tail. And you say, out. So here it is. Jim grabs the arms, pulls, thing goes out the window, tail, voila, stay animated.